lobster. Did you go to Utah today?
Yeah, I did.
And you came home and to do this?
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't take long. So here we are, listener land.
Yeah.
I was just telling Myra while we were waiting for our countdown, got a little gas, and I said, I really hope I don't have to shit because I ate a red lobster today. So my best friend of 35 years, Kathy, and I have this tradition. Our birthdays are in July 13th and July 10th.
Yeah.
So we do our little shopping trip every year. So anyway, that's why we're in Utah, but we always eat a red lobster. So, but yeah, I mean, we get in. We get there, we get in, we get our stuff, we eat, and we head home. So, yeah, it was no big deal to be home. Yeah.
That's not,
we went to, it's not bad. We left at like 9:30 this morning.
No.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, God dang, you drove fucking... And I'm over here like doing absolutely nothing. Well, it's like a doctor's appointment. I don't know if you've ever seen like people talk about it where it's like when you have an appointment all day, like you're always in the back of your mind, or I'm this way. I'm always like, okay, we are recording tonight at 8:00. I cannot be late. And I promise, like, even when I am late for things, I think about the time all day long. Like, I think about when I'm supposed to be doing something. And so today, I didn't get, like, fully ready, but, like, I just, like, touched up a little bit because I'm like, oh, this is important to me. So I want to, not that I need to be impressing anybody by, like, going all out. And I didn't go all out, but, like, part of it is like feeling put together to present my best self, right? So like I was getting ready for a little bit in the bathroom and I was just sharing with Tressa before we started. I've been just like really trying to make my home a home. I don't know. The best way to describe it, and I've even been this way where I last lived too, like I don't move in all the way. I don't know if honestly, it's probably a protection thing. If I journaled or like really meditated on it, I could definitely identify a few things, but it's been on my mind all day. Like the way the energy of the space changed just by adding a few things, right? So like, anyways, so I've spent some time over the weekend being extremely lazy and still curating a home. So the thought of driving 2.5 hours away to Utah sounds daunting to me right now.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, well, and you made it, because I'm over here like fighting for my life, like, but not really. Now I've been going through clothes, which is the bane of my existence. I hate it. So.
Yeah, I have a really cool story to share with you. So we went to Dancing Crane in Salt Lake first, and it's like a metaphysical store for those people who don't know. Well, I do sound bass, but I haven't had a rain stick since Debbie left. It was Debbie's rain stick, which has been 2 years. I haven't even thought about it. Well, they had a rain stick there. So I grabbed it and had it with me. Well, then I walk over to where Kathy is and she's like, what is that? And I said, it's a rain stick. And she's like, oh my God. She goes, I just saw one of those in the shed. Dawn has one of those. Dawn died 12 years ago, right? And I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. And I said, holy shit. She goes, I said, are you using, like, can I have it? I would much rather have Dawn's rain stick.
Yeah.
Right? And she's like, absolutely. Yeah. So I went, put this rain stick back. And we had both of us had chills. Like it was just meant to be. She happened to see this rain stick, when she was in the shed a few months ago. Here I am, not even knowing why I'm getting a rain stick. I hadn't used one in a couple years. Anyway, fast forward, we come home and she drops me off. She's like, I'm going to go look for that right away when I get home. So she calls me and she's like, Tressa, I must have thrown it away. It's not in the shed. She's like, I looked everywhere. And I was like, oh, it's no big deal. I can get a rain stick anytime. Well, 5 minutes later, she calls me back and she's like, oh my God, something told me. She's like, it just said, go look in the garage. Why would I put it in the garage? It was sitting in the garage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She's like, it's here. And it was like in the store, we both knew like it was meant to come to me.
Yeah.
But then when she said, oh, I can't find it, I probably did throw it away.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's like, just like a download came to me and it said, go to the garage. And there it was.
That is so crazy. Why did he
Isn't
have a
that
rain
cool?
stick? I mean, maybe I don't know Don very well, but I am just...
Don, he loved like Native American things. And
That's
I
cool.
bet he bought it at the Rendezvous. In fact, I vaguely now remember him getting it at the Rendezvous years and years and years ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because when she said it, I said, oh my God. Because he'd go down to the Rendezvous every year. He loved the Rendezvous. And one of his uncles used to come up and do the Rendezvous, like had his own tent and everything and sold stuff. So I'm sure that's where he got it from. But Anyway, well, isn't
That
it
is so
so cool
cool.
how the universe aligns shit for you?
Yeah, I know, and it's been there for years, which is the crazy
Years.
part, and, like, you've never mentioned a rain stick to
Mm-mm.
your friend. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
that's
not at
just
all. She had no
crazy.
idea.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
didn't even know what it was
What it
called.
was. Like, what the fuck is that?
But she's like, I was just playing with this thing that Dawn bought. It's the exact same thing. And I was like, and Dawn was really into that kind of stuff, you
Yeah.
know? So anyway,
That
it
is
was
so
really cool.
cool, and now
Yeah.
it's so special, and, like,
And now
it's
it's special,
useful.
yes.
Yeah. That's
Because
a
I was like,
beautiful
I would much
story.
rather have Dawn's ring
Yeah.
stick than, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, it
That's
was really
cool.
cool how it worked
That
out.
is a great story.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, that's better than
Yeah.
your whole damn trip. I don't even care what
Right?
else you did. Fuck the
I
rest
know.
of it.
It
Yeah.
made the day. It made my day.
You didn't even
Yeah.
need to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's cool. That's so fun. Yeah, I love that. I love that it's like of all the years, of all the times, of all the moments, like this has never crossed the path. I don't know. So
No.
we've talked about it a million times, but like it's just one of those like confirmations around synchronicities. Like
Yes.
you're never behind. Like you were never, or like even like that. Like timelines are, everything is happening. It's unfolding in a divine timeline. Like we're never meant to have this brain stick at any other point in time. It was always going to come to
Exactly.
you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just one of those like simple confirmations of like how what's meant for you really comes to you, or like the divinity and unfolding in timelines. Like it's a whole slew of confirmations.
It really is. Yeah. It couldn't. Yeah. What a cool story. And yeah, it was wild.
That's so cool.
Anyway,
Wow.
that was an awesome part of my day.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
So
That makes me happy. Yeah,
that
we
store
just
makes
built
me
furniture.
happy.
So I wish I was in a metaphysical store. It sounds fucking amazing.
And I got these rose quartz earrings. They're so
Oh,
pretty.
those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got some cool stuff there.
my best friend. Speaking of metaphysical stores, and we'll move on because this was actually, I was thinking about it the other day. So like, I don't know. I am obviously into the woo, right? And I love a metaphysical store, and I love a good piece of jewelry. You know, I'm all about it. And for my birthday, I guess when she was at the beach, she was at Myrtle Beach, that just adds a new layer. And I was like, where did you go to fucking Broadway? Like, where did you go? Like, where did you find this? You know, or on the boardwalk? I mean, like going on the strip. And she's like, no, I actually like went to a store, and they had all these things, and like she like hand selected like these gemstones for me, and she hand selected like a necklace, and then she bought me incense. And so I don't know, it was like we got home, or we're in the car or something on the way back at some point in time, and Blake's like, that's the most thoughtful gift that I've ever seen someone give you. And I was like, it was really thoughtful. But Blake was like in tears. He was really emo about it. He was like,
I love it.
how nice. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. I'm like, honestly, lately, like I have received so many gifts that are beautiful, like the Buddhas from you, and then the pendulums, and like the wing type pendulum from my brother recently, and then like my best friend gave me these gifts for my birthday that were just really thought about, and like very like she. You know, and then my brother also gave me a piece of the cedar wood from the tree. I had shared a story with Tressa, so
Yeah.
he cut me a piece off, or actually it was a piece kind of on the ground, but he's like, it was perfect. So he gave it to me, and I don't know. So like, speaking of thoughtful gifts and like things, like, I don't know, it's just been, those are nice little joys. I was just telling Tressa, I feel flat, I feel weird. And so this is bringing me joy, thinking about all the gratitudes of your life and I don't know, like it's made me really happy thinking about it.
It's so
thanks for
cool
sharing
when
that.
somebody, like, you know, that they've thought about who you are as a person,
Yeah.
and they've really, you know, not something that they would want or whatever. It means so
Mhm.
much, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. And I've changed so much. I've changed,
Yeah.
like, I'm not, you know, I'm not the same person I was yesterday, but I'm definitely evolving. And, you know, I've been with my friend. She's been my best friend since we've known each other since we were girls, like little girls. And
Yeah,
then
you're
we
like
developed.
Kathy and I.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it's really cool when that friendship, because it's totally ebb and flowed for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're adults, we're people, we're families. We've lived in different parts of the world and or the country, I guess. But like we've been dynamic people. We've had our ups and downs, and like it was just really cool. It was like okay, you see me. You know what I mean? And it's nice to be seen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it is. It's so funny. You said, I posted this last night. I saw this and it hit me so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, you've got to relearn me because I'm not who I used to be.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That hit me so hard because
Yeah.
I feel like I am absolutely, like, I feel like we're always changing, but since my mom died, it's just like I'm trying to understand the new version of me. I don't
Yeah.
even know it,
Yeah.
you know? So,
I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah. I
No,
love
you're a
that quote.
badass.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes me think of one thing only, but I will share offline.
Okay. Don't forget.
I will-
It's not appropriate for the podcast. Got it.
No, not appropriate for the podcast, but I love it. I'm with you because I feel like I don't even know. I feel weird. The flatness means I feel like, and I was sharing Tressa, I think it'll be a whole new episode when we get to it. But like, I think part of this is the in between, like some of this weird shit. Like, I'm trying to figure out who I even am. You know, like, what do I even like? What do I even want to do? And
Yeah.
I'm not in your position at this time, but from what you shared with me, I feel like you're in this season too of like, you're trying to figure out who you even are in this moment, you know, and like, what do you even like to do? What even brings you joy? And just because, you know, it's working this way or worked one way before, even in a spiritual sense, who knows? You know what I mean? Like you could be evolving, growing, changing, like when you
Oh,
go
yeah.
through these things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely. I mean, I think even the way, not I think, I know, even the way I have reapproached working with my clients is different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's changed that. And it's also like, it's made me very aware of who I share my energy with. Very aware. And unapologetically, I'm not going to allow people in my sphere that I don't align with. I just won't do it anymore. And for the first time, I can really say I can do that without guilt.
Really
Like,
cool.
I just, no, it's not, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to have like, these energy exchanges with people that I don't align with,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been cool. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is where I'm supposed to share my journal stuff. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's do that. Hit it.
Okay.
Hit it, Shawty.
Yeah. So this is, yeah, I was telling Myra. So my other amazing friend, Lisa, does energy work also, and she does grief journaling. I've never been a journaler, but here I am, fucking writing like a person.
I love it.
Here
And
we go.
I'm going to interject because like Tressa wants, and I don't know, I remember everything. I don't know. And Tressa leaves a lot of impressions.
You have a photographic memory or
Yeah,
something.
I do. And
Yeah.
well, you leave and I synthesize information, right? So like when I hear things and I think things, like I will never forget. One time Tressa told me like I don't fucking journal. And like I will never
No.
forget it. And every time I pick up a piece of paper, I think about Tressa saying that she doesn't journal. And then like a couple of weeks ago, you mentioned journaling. I was like, tables have turned, you know,
Yeah.
you know, but it's like interesting. Cause like I like to journal, but where I get bored, I'll start and stop. Like it's just difficult for me to be consistent. And I think I've accepted like I don't need a routine. Like my routine is being different. Like I can do things different every day as long as I'm doing what I need to do, right? And so every time I do journal though, I think about when Tressa said she hated journaling or didn't like it. Like she's like, I've never had you even recommend it in a moment because you're like, I don't journal. Yeah. So anyway,
here I am.
I love it
Journaling.
though. I think it's great.
She makes it. It was really cool when I went in. I was struggling and I was like, I need help. This isn't a season I can do by myself. So anyway, I said, I need to work with you. And it was really cool. When I went in to work with her, she makes it really fun because she's an intuitive too.
Yeah.
But the very first thing she did is she grabbed the animal deck and she had me draw a card. And if the fucking card wasn't a butterfly,
no
she's
way.
like, I knew it was going to be a butterfly. Yeah, 100%.
Oh.
Yeah, butterfly.
Oh, it makes me emo.
Yeah, I know.
Because I keep thinking about the butterflies too.
Yeah.
I think like like anyways, go ahead.
So then we just talk and then basically she just gives you intuitively a few prompts, right? For me, she said control because she could feel that I was trying to control certain things, right? Which I'm aware doesn't work, but you still try.
Yeah.
But this is the one that I loved, untethered. She said, you're untethered. And so this was like over a week ago. But last night I felt like, okay, it's time for me to sit down with these words and write out some stuff. And I told Myra, I said, I'm feeling very drawn to share what I wrote. So it's going to hit somebody out there. I don't know who. Maybe our one listener. You need to hear this. No, I'm joking. We have more than one. But this is for you, sister.
This one's for you, boo.
That's right. Thank you. No, but if this does resonate with you, like you, please leave a comment because I would really love to know why I'm sharing my journal with you all. But I wrote, being untethered brings a sense of freedom, a feeling of truly expressing me, who I am, without the need to conform or be something for someone. I no longer have to fit in the whole society or what society expects. Through grief and loss, I have 2 fucks left to give. And I really do mean that.
Yeah.
You learn that, oh, see my handwriting. I was writing fast. Learn that no matter what you need, or no matter what you do, you need to do what you need, what you deserve. You are able to be your priority, that you no longer have to have people in your life that don't serve your energy. Just what I was talking about earlier. You are not required to be nice. You're not fucking required to be nice to people you don't align with that take your energy. So say no. I wrote that like 3 times. Say no. And then I wrote a little bit about, this is very short. It was just like shifts. I wrote, fuck no. Say fuck you. Like protect your peace and joy. It's not selfish. It's powerful. And it just like, as I reread this today, I just wrote that last night, but it makes me think of that is the level of programming that we have all been under, right? You've got to be nice, pray for your neighbors, do all of these things. Don't do that because what it does is it takes your energy and gives it to them and it keeps them connected to you. Like it's just this bullshit story, you know? I think it's just time for people to really take their power back and do what serves them.
Yeah.
It's from their heart, you know, authentically. But I don't know. That's what I wrote about untethered. Because when she said I was untethered, at first I felt like it was, I almost viewed it as like not good. But as I sat with it, I'm like, that's perfect. I want to be untethered.
Yeah.
I don't want to be tethered.
Yeah, I agree. I love that. It's interesting because I had a session with Tressa before my birthday, and this is exactly what my channeled message was about, like reclaiming my personal peace and to not not exchanging energy and like being very reflective of how I'm giving my energy. And like I went through a scenario where me being passive was actually showing back up for me because if I would have addressed the situation head on and just protected my peace, was just honest, I was being kind, I was being nice. I really wasn't though, because I was allowing something to fester. Honestly, like you think about a wound, I was allowing this situation to fester and then it grew. And then there were multiple occasions where this individual asked me if I really wanted to do this or not. And I just kept being passive because I thought I was being kind. And so even after every opportunity, it snowballed into another individual taking my power and weaponizing my words, and then turned into a huge incident. And then like it became this big ball of literal shit. And so like I've been thinking about this. It was about almost a week and a half ago since I had that session and the channeled session and the message. And it's just been really top of mind. Like I've been really considerate of who I'm sharing my energy with. Probably why I feel flat, honestly, because I've been really evaluating like, when I'm out, what is my output? You know, I talked to Trust about input versus output. Like, what am I outputting anymore? Like, what am I even giving? What am I giving to, whether it be creative projects, my career, my job, my home, my family, myself, you know, even like this is a creative project. Like, what am I giving? What am I doing? But I wasn't filling my cup back up, you know, and like, even in a sense of like, whether it be, to me, part of that is like, what am I putting back in? What am I learning? What am I digesting? What am I consuming? You know, whether it be physical foods, whether it be information, whether it be knowledge, whether it be fulfilling friendships or whatever. I don't even know, like experiences, or maybe it's just sleep, rest, basics, you know, we can name it all. And so I've been just very, very, very conscious of my own energy too. And, you know, Tressa had shared with me about even like praying for your enemies and praying for those
Mm-hmm.
around you. And I've really caught myself because I was like listing off these people that I really wasn't being like I thought I was coming from an authentic lens of praying for them because I wanted to send love and light, but was I really controlling a situation, and was I giving them my energy? Like, what the hell was I doing? So like you think about all these ways we're leaking the energy out, we're giving these things away. And like, I love the word untethered because it gives that sense of like, there's no cord, there's no nothing, and I think about all
Yeah.
the energetic cords we give out, all the little things we give away. So whether, you're praying for your enemy, or whether you're, sending love to an outcome, or sending love to a situation, or you're ruminating about a situation, or you're ruminating about this or that or whatever, or you're giving away yourself to hours and hours of work without rest, like you're continuing to give these little energetic cords out. And untethered is like this cut, like there's nothing there, like there's nothing holding it together. And so I don't know. I like that
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, I did too. Like I
Mhm.
said, at first I was like not sure, but then as I sat with it and when it was time to write about it, I'm like, yeah, I like that. I'm
Mhm.
untethered. I don't have to be tethered to the expectations of what society wants or, anybody wants from me,
Mhm.
you know? So when you were talking about, I remember some of that stuff that you were saying, like that passive energy. I'll never forget, I read Daring to Lead. It was a book Brene Brown wrote
Mhm.
about leadership years ago. And the one thing I'll remember reading is she said, clear is kind. Like being
Mhm.
clear is kindness, right?
Mhm.
And how we've a lot of people get off track because they think being fake or telling somebody what they want to hear or that's kind, and it's
Mhm.
not. And energetically, they can feel it anyway, right?
Mhm.
They know something's off. We think we can mask it with these words, and it's it's the energy behind the words that matter,
Mhm.
that they feel, no matter what the words are you're speaking. So, yeah, I had actually had that in my office forever on a mug, clear as kind.
I love it. And
Yeah.
it's true. And it's something that keeps coming up for me. So apparently it's something I need to learn. So
Yeah.
I think I'm being kind by sugarcoating. And I've had this show up for me in many fast, like places in my life. But there's, I find it in my relationship with my mother the most. It's probably one of the last layers of that I really have to work through, of just being clear. And like, today I was faced with a situation where, my daughter wants to spend time with her, and then she's spending the night with my mom, and there's nothing wrong with that. There isn't anything wrong with that. But I had the conversation, I'm like, look, I just don't think this is right to keep doing this for so many days. And there's things like, well, it's summer. And I'm like, I know that, but I feel that there needs to be a stop at some point. Have my child come home.
Yeah.
Like, this is the home. And like, I know it's fun. I know that it's
Yeah.
great. And there's a million things, and there's nothing wrong. And she can go right back over. Just, there needs to be some clear, like, I felt this very strongly. And so instead of pushing it down, I expressed it. And
Hmm.
that's something that I don't know. I would have probably just me, and let things continue to unfold differently without expressing it clearly. And
Yeah.
so I feel like I haven't mastered it by any means, but I'm getting better at it. And I've just been very mindful of it. And so usually when I become aware of something, that's exactly when the shifting point happens for me personally. When I become aware, it's hard. There is no ignoring it at all. I become so
Yeah.
hyper
That's the
aware.
beauty of
Yeah.
awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
but so I have a question. Have you read the book, The Untethered Soul?
I have it. I think I read it a long time ago. Yes.
I have
Yeah.
not, but I made it a point. I was telling, well, I mean, this is the point of this episode too. A lot of my input, I've been really thinking about what I'm reading and what I'm digesting. And like, I like to read while I walk, which is a nightmare for some people. Blake thinks that it's like, he's like, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm probably like losing my brain cells. But anyways, it came up on my thing, like a recommended book. So I don't know. I
Uh-huh.
was thinking about the word untethered this week,
Yeah.
like in the sense of this book. I haven't read it, but I don't know
Did
if
you
you
get
read
it?
it. No, 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 but
Okay.
maybe I should. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I was served a million books. And so
Yeah.
but when you said untethered, I'm like, that's so weird because I've heard that word
Yeah.
has come
Uh,
up for me now twice this week. So I think that's really
Yeah, there
interesting.
must be something to it. And I had that book for years. I don't even know if I actually read the whole book. Sometimes I will get a book and I will get to a point and I'm like, okay, I got what I needed out of this and I'll stop it, So
Yeah.
I can't recall on that one. But I wanted to, when you talked about you being authentic with your mother and not passive, it was interesting when my mom got sick. I called Lisa, my friend who I'm working with now, and she was like intuitively helping me. And she told me, she said, you need to be very honest with your mother right now, like for your energy and her energy, and for her soul to move on, and for you to be able to move on after she dies. You need to be honest. And that was like mind blowing, because there were times, here's my little mom dying and I wanted to make things okay. But the way I could make it okay was through my truth.
Yeah.
Even though it was hard sometimes, it wasn't maybe a comfortable conversation. And so I'm just glad that I had somebody tell me that, and that I
Yeah.
was able to honor those things, because she was absolutely right. It made perfect sense.
Yeah.
If I would have done things and just appeased her, things wouldn't have aligned the right way. I 100% know that,
Yeah.
So
That's tough.
it's tough. Yeah. Like, here's my mother sick as hell in Vegas, and she wants me to stay over at her house because I could tell at this point, this is when things were getting really bad and she wasn't getting taken care of. And I was like, no, I'm not sleeping in this home. But had I not done that, if I would have just, you can do it, you could suck it up. I don't think she would have made the decision to come here, which was absolutely the right choice.
Yeah.
I had to set a boundary for myself, even though she was ill. And, it's not easy. But when you do the right things by you, I hate the word right or wrong, but when you do what's true to you, things unfold the way they're supposed to.
Yeah. I agree. It was pivotal moment to set the tone for the energy to align so that the other things could to play and unfold as it needed.
Yeah. And I think that's what you're learning with your mom now.
Yeah.
Right? Even though sometimes it's not the most comfortable thing. No, I know. Shout out to Joan. We love you.
We do. Poor Joan. It's a hard path. It's a path I've walked for many years, though. So this is nothing new. But here I am, mastering all things.
Well, perfect. Hey, we're doing our 30-minute episodes, and I think they're going well. So right on time. All right. Well, until next time, keep your vibrations way high.
And stay sassy.